Hi everyone, this is the video of showing you the integration of triple function, and I specialize this video in integrating the sine square ax dx and cos square ax dx. When you come across this type of function, we should relate it with the double angle formula for the cos 2a. We know that the cos 2a, recall back the trigonometry, cos 2a, double angle, we can write it in the form of 2 cos square a minus 1. You can see that the angle over here is double the angle here, meaning that this is a double angle of the cos. And you have another formula for the cos 2a, which is 1 minus 2 sine square a. Alright, so from these two formula, I'm going to rewrite this cos square a, this first formula, so that the cos square a become the subject. So I change the color. Cos square a, I put it at the left hand side, and everything I move to the right hand side. I have 1 plus cos 2a divided by 2, meaning that anything in the cos square, we can write it in the form of 1 plus cos 2a over 2. And bear in mind that this is your angle 2a, which is 2 times of this angle. For the cos 2a equals to 1 minus 2 sine square a. Now I'm going to write this sine square a in the form of subject. So I have sine square a equals to 1 minus cos 2a divided by 2. Alright, so meaning that now if I have this question, integrating sine square, I'm going to change the sine square ax in this form, 1 minus cos 2a over 2. And if you're going to integrate cos square ax, okay, so you can rewrite this cos square ax in the form of 1 plus cos 2a over 2. Then you can integrate easily. Let's look at the question number 1. For the question A, I have to integrate sine square x over 2. Now I'm going to change this in this form using the identity, using the second double angle formula, which I show here. Sine square a is equal to 1 minus cos 2a over 2. So now I'm going to change this into 1 minus cos 2a, meaning that the angle 2a here is double the angle of the sine square. So here I got 1 over 2x. So double of it, it will be 1 over 2 multiplied by 1 over 2x multiplied by 2. That will be x. So the angle will become x. And the double angle formula here, you have over 2. You must write it down. So now we have successfully changed the sine square x over 2 in the form of 1 minus cos x over 2. Then you can, if you want to integrate, you can take out the 1 over 2 first. Then you focus on integrating 1 minus cos x. Copy down the 1 over 2, integrate 1, you have x. Integrate cos x, you have a sine x. You have a positive sine x and plus constant c. Then of course later on you can multiply 1 over 2 by x and by the sine x, or you just leave this as answer. Alright, for the cos square 5x, I'm going to use this first double angle formula, which I'll change the cos square a into 1 plus cos 2a over 2. What is the difference between these two formula? Is the sign over here. When you have cos square, the sign is positive. When you have a sine square, the sign here is a negative. So now I would like to change this into the 1 plus cos 2a, meaning that the angle over here will be double of this angle. So here is a 5x multiplied by 2, you have 10x. And then you divide by 2. Again, before I integrate, I take out the 1 over 2 first. Then I just focus on integrating 1 plus cos 10x. Okay. Then copy down the 1 over 2, integrating 1. You have x. Integrate the cos 10x. You got a sine 10x divided by 10. Alright, this is a formula plus constant c. Then later on, you might multiply 1 over 2 by x and the sign then x over 10. Alright, or let's just leave this as our final answer. Now let us proceed to the integration of trigo also. And now we are actually going to integrate the function of sine in the form of sine cubed ax. Or it might be in the form of cos cubed ax. Alright, focus on these two types of integration. So now, for this integration, I'm going to share with you, I have a 3 steps. Step 1, step 2, step 3. Step 1, I will split. Alright, later on I'll tell you in detail what is split. Step 2, I will use identity, trigo identity. Alright, you will change something using the trigo identity. And step 3, you are going to proceed to the substitution. Let's look at this, how do we integrate this function, this sine cube and the cos cube. Just look at the one example. Here I use this example, sine cube 2x. When I need to integrate sine cube 2x, first step, I'm going to split. You see or not? Here I have listed down the 3 steps. First step is a split. How do I split? I split into sine power of 2x, multiplied by sine 2x dx. From the power of 3, I split into sine square multiplied by sine power of 1. After that, you will replace the sine square using the identity in terms of cos. So sine square plus cos square equals to 1, meaning that the sine square here, I can replace it by the cos 1 minus cos square 2x. And sine 2x just copy back. After you have done this, I'm going to proceed to the third step, that is substitution. Meaning that I will use substitution method. I will integrate this function by using substitution. So to use substitution, I will let u equals to the cos 2x. Let u equals to cos 2x so that when you differentiate, you get in terms of sine 2x. Then the sine 2x here can be substituted in terms of du. So find your du dx after you have set your u. Differentiate cos 2x, you got negative 2 sine 2x. Negative 2 sine 2x. Then obviously that the sine 2x dx here, it can be found here. So you have a sine 2x, you move up the dx to the right, you have sine 2x dx, and move the negative 2 to the left, you have du over negative 2. This means sine 2x dx in your question, you can actually replace them as a du over negative 2. And 1 minus cos square 2x can be replaced as a 1 minus u square, because you have set the u equals to cos 2x, meaning that cos 2x here can be replaced by u, so you have a 1 minus u square. So now we can write everything in terms of u. Just write down. Integrate. Du over negative 2 is going to be du here. And the negative 1 over negative 2, I will pull out as coefficient. I form negative 1 over 2 outside here. And this function will become 1 minus u square. Alright, so generally you have negative 1 over 2, integrate 1 minus u square du. Negative 1 over 2 just copy down, and integrate 1 with respect to u, you have a u. Integrate u square with respect to u, you have a u cubed over 3 plus c. Now, final answer should not be in terms of u. You should substitute everything in terms of x. Just now you have set your u as a cos 2x, so now u become cos 2x. Alright, so here u cubed, you have a cos cubed 2x over 3 plus c. That's it. Another example, we take integrate cos power of 3x. Integrate cos power of 3, again, I stick to the first step, split. Split them into cos square 3x multiplied by cos 3x. After that, the power of 2, I will use identity, change the cos square 3x into 1 minus sine square 3x. This is a step 2. And step 3, after you have done this, you stick to the step 3. Step 3 is substitution. We're going to let u equals to sine 3x. And proceed to du dx, you have your 3 cos 3x. So here, cos 3x dx you can find here that you will have cos 3x dx as a du over 3. Okay, now you can substitute all in terms of u. So this become 1 minus u square, and the cos 3x dx will going to be replaced as a du over 3. Over 3, I'm not going to write it here. I will pull out the become our coefficient. Now you just integrate, write down the 1 over 3. Integrate 1 with respect to u, you have u. Integrate u square, you got a u cubed over 3 plus c. Finally, your answer should be back to, in terms of x, that just now you have replaced the u as your sine 3x, right? So now the u has to become sine 3x. And u cubed, that will become sine cubed 3x over 3 and plus c. That's it. Alright, so thank you for watching. This is the end of my video.